Hey everybody, hello. We are on Night Owl Chronicles again. I am back. I am back. I am back. How is everyone? How are you all doing? Go ahead and send me some comments so I know somebody's out there. I am actually streaming from StreamYard, so I can't see you the same as on my um, on the Facebook Live. I'll have to fix that up. I just wanted to make sure I got on here tonight. And it's actually thinking about some things. Definitely going to be on here. So I switched my days, just so you realize, or my nights rather. I switched them to Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday because when I did them on Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, it ran into the early morning that I needed to be up for my mindset call, and I don't want to be sleepy for my mindset call. Plus, I have some I have my accountability call with my mentor, my teacher, my coach, and on Sunday nights and on Thursday nights. And so that was making things a little bit sticky. And I need to stick with my accountability, um, seeing, making sure I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, like doing my reading and taking my notes and listening to replays, which you all should do because that's the only way we're really going to benefit from those books and stuff we're reading. And we don't remember much from just one pass. And definitely as you go through, you actually become different each time you read it, right? So then you're going to see something or feel something that you didn't see or feel before. So, but I was thinking that along the lines of what I wanted to talk about, kind of like you hear me talk about all the time, how I'm a night owl, that I've never been a morning person. And I've been thinking about it more. Yeah, as a kid, I was like that. I like to sleep in on Saturday morning or whatever. But I worked, and if I had to work, I got up. So it's not like I would fight that. Um, but what I realized, especially as I've gotten older, is that it became more of, and I just realized this just actually last night on my accountability call, as we were talking about this book, The Psychology of Money. You have to excuse me, my allergies get a little bit. But anyway, the psychology of money, and it was talking about, freedom is really having your time to be able to do what you want to do when you want to do it, however you want to do it. And so, I definitely have appreciated that greatly with my weight management business being virtual, and then doing um, my my phone based business on the phone. So I do 98% of what I need to do for that business on the phone, right? I actually did have an event this weekend, and I was in person with people, still wearing my mask and everything, and still using hand sanitizer like crazy and keeping healthy distance, right? Safe distance. But it was nice to be around other people in the mall, lots of space there. Um, Plus, people get kind of scared and they don't want to come close to you sometimes because of they're afraid you're going to hard sell them. But I was really meeting people and finding out if they wanted to try my products. But anyway, so I thought about in reading the book, The Freedom, as thinking, remembering going in as a resident for training, and I had to be in by 7 a.m. and what have you, which was really hard for me. But it became more of I had no control. I had to go under that. And so even when I went out to work after residency as a physician in the ER. And the ER wasn't so bad because I didn't do early morning shifts. I think when we started out, it was like a 9 o'clock in the morning, which wasn't too bad. That's when we first started in that ER, and we were working 16-hour shifts, which was shorter than 48 hours working in the hospital as a resident. So I could do it then. I was much younger then. But I I didn't feel like I had possession of my time. And, my thing is if you get the work done and you're there and you're available, why does it matter if you go and run an errand or whatever? But it just becomes a control issue on the other side by the corporation, the corporate America hospital. Um, and I didn't think that, I mean, definitely as a physician, I didn't think that I needed to be under somebody's thumb. So definitely when I formed my business, um, I'll, I make appointments before 10, but I prefer appointments after 10 a.m. But that's okay if somebody needs to see me. I want to be flexible, excuse me, for that person, for people. So that's part of the reason for my business as well, is to be flexible and still provide the service. So, hey, Sandra, good to see you. Um, So I know many of you are going to see this on the replay. So let me just tell you so that I don't forget. I'm actually streaming this to my YouTube channel under my same name, Dr. Nicole Bramwell. Please go and like, watch often, watch long, at least for 10 minutes, and also my serendipity that I do with my bootcamp sisters, um, Lalonda Johnson and Kimberly Shinivert. Serendipity. Pull us up on there. Excuse me. And we're on YouTube as well. And so we'd love your support. And we have really good shows. We're going to have a great show on Wednesday. Um, and it's actually with someone I grew up with in Daytona, who's also a physician. She's a psychiatrist. And so it's pretty exciting. And she does some great things on YouTube as well. So please watch her. That's Dr. Tracy Irvin Marks. And she has a lot of very useful information about mental health on her YouTube channel. So please go and like and subscribe. So I gave you three YouTube channels so you can at least still do it on the same platform, right? So, but definitely go over to my channel. So the Night Owl Chronicles will be over there, but I also have other videos talking about health things and health conditions, different things. And so I'll be adding more content there. So hope you'll check it out. All right, so I'm not going to stay on here long. I was talking about the psychology of money, which is um, the last name of the author is Housel, Housel, and chapter 7. So it's set up like they're little mini books within this one book. So you could actually read a chapter and skip around as it's useful to you. But definitely underline or highlight and go back and read it because, we've actually been doing our book club and we realized that several people have pointed out this one chapter um, multiple times. So obviously people are seeing different things that apply to them in it. But anyway, so, and then there's a chapter that talks about wealth, and wealth is what you don't see. And so, wealth is what you don't see, like your time. You're able to do what you want to do or what you need to do without the constraints of someone else's time they're putting on you. So, that really hit me, that it was a having control of my time. Then I'm okay waking up early if I need to, for me and mine, and what I want to do. But it was definitely, I was resisting the time factor from someone else. And so I don't think there are many people there's probably not something in corporate America that I can work for as an employee at this point because I really love being my own boss and having my own business and building. And definitely my home based business is building residual income. So I'll really have time freedom because, that will be money that generates passively, um, and I can be working on new money, right? And then do some things like real estate and stuff like that, which I plan on doing. I really want some apartment buildings, but that's on my vision board. Okay. Anyway, so I wanted to make sure I connected with you all. We're already 10 minutes in. I don't want to keep you late at all. Um, but just kind of think about that. Why are you a morning person, or why are you a night person? And be honest with yourself about that. And if you don't like the time that you're doing stuff, you can actually change it. There are ways to change it. But you may have to, not may have to, you will have to do something out of your comfort zone in order to gain that time and financial freedom, right? So that's definitely outside of the box. And there are going to be a lot of people that tell you, why would you do that? Just get you a good job someplace, and don't quit your job. If you like what you're doing, do that. But how about creating something else on the side so that you're not depending on that to get your base bills paid? I definitely think we work a little bit differently when we have to have that particular job in order to cover our bills, and a lot of times not even cover the bills, right? I mean, I think you want to do more with your life than just cover bills. I don't think that that's the purpose why we're here. We're here to do much more than that, and we definitely have much more than that in us to do. Yes, the return of the Night Owl Chronicles, Dr. Cheryl, for sure. So, yes, so I am a night owl. I will continue to call myself that. Um, but I'm gonna stop saying I don't like, because it's not that I don't like mornings. Like I said, I prefer not to be talking to somebody before 7 a.m. just because I use that time to get my mind right. Like I listen to my mindset call at that time. I do my meditation after that. So I am awake during that time. But I'm doing the things that are getting me set before I put my feet on the floor for the day to then go do some other stuff. Because once you put your feet on the floor, sometimes you're on that automatic. Most of the time you're on that automatic, and your body is governing your head. And I want to get my head right so that my head is governing my body a little bit more. And yeah, we'll talk about that more on Night Owl Chronicles over time, because I love listening to Dr. Joe Dispenza that talks about that you have to rein your body in so that your mind is actually controlling what you're doing and not just on automatic, and your body is leading your head. That doesn't make sense, right? I don't think that's why we had brains created. But that's definitely time is the most valuable thing that we have, that we can't get back once it's used. However, in the moment, use the time that you have wisely and make an impact. Plan on making an impact with your time, right? So that's what I'm working on. We'll be talking about some more stuff as I come back on. But Night Owl Chronicles is back. And remember to check out those 3 YouTube channels: Dr. Nicole Bramwell, Serendipity, and Dr. Tracy Urban Marks. All right. And come back for Serendipity. We're going to do Serendipity on Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and what is that? 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. All right. So check us out so you can see Dr. Marks, our psychiatrist, and someone that I know from childhood, way back in Daytona. The topic will be really, really good. All right. So you all have a great night. Good to see you again. And if you do the replay, do hashtag replay, but also go check us out. Check me out on YouTube. All right. Subscribe, like, share. Share it with people. Share it with everyone. All right. Help me grow. Talk to you soon. See you guys on Wednesday night, 11:30 p.m. Night Owl Chronicles out. Dr. Bramwell saying so long for now.